In this video, we are going to look at China's most amazing and fastest bridge construction technology. Let's get started. A complex network of land and marine connections is being created to link China's rising economy with other African, European, and Asian nations. And the Chinese government is doing all it can to make President Xi Jinping's Belt and Road Initiative (BRI) a success. The Belt and Road Initiative was launched in 2013 to improve regional trade, economic growth, and regional integration. The initiative was inspired by the Silk Road, built by the Chinese Han Dynasty over 2,000 years ago. Trade routes between Asia and Europe were necessary for a long time. They were important for economic, political, religious, and cultural contact between the two countries. Despite critics dismissing the BRI as a Chinese foreign policy initiative and accusing it of burdening weaker countries with billions of dollars of Chinese loans, the program has already spawned some fantastic new technology. To assure the initiative's success, commonly referred to as China's modern Silk Road, the country is constructing cutting-edge specialized machinery to speed up construction and increase route durability. The SLJ 932, often known as the Iron Monster, is a pioneering piece of bespoke building technology. In the future, this massive segmental bridge launcher may replace the traditional method of erecting bridges with cranes. The SLJ 932. The Chinese Han Railway Institute designed the SLJ 932, also known as the Iron Monster, and the Beijing WOWJOINT machinery company built it. It is 91.8 meters long, 7.4 meters wide, and weighs around 580 tons. It stands 9 meters tall and has a loaded speed of 5 kilometers per hour and an empty speed of 8 kilometers per hour. It provides an entirely new method of constructing massive bridges without complicated and costly scaffolding or framework construction. The Iron Monster is unlike any other bridge-building gadget, since it is functional and straightforward. When seen outside of a building site, a casual observer would mistake it for a truck, transporting large building materials and structures by road. This is because it lacks traditional crane technology. It is used to quickly and efficiently construct high-speed railway tracks in regions where considerable route sections must be suspended over canyons and valleys to avoid bends. It is an all-in-one bridge constructing equipment with 64 wheels capable of lifting, hauling, and putting track sections on bridge supports. Heavy stone blocks are used to link the pillars together. Separated into 16 fully rotating parts, the machine's 64 wheels can move quickly and easily. It can also go sideways to pick up big beams and pillars. How the SLJ 932 works. The Iron Monster works by taking a beam from its starting position and driving it to the bridge's pillars, then lowering a pneumatic support structure to anchor the machine to the first pillar. This permits the device to reach the second pillar, then the third, and so on, depositing the next beam. This results in a more efficient and hassle-free operation that takes far less time than traditional crane-centric bridge construction methods. The machine travels to the very edge of the bridge's installed segments during the construction process. It then uses a temporary track to reach out to the remaining beams. The SLJ 932 continues onward with a new bridge length in tow once the way is stable. Subsequently, the portion is lowered into place, allowing the construction crew to begin their work. The procedure can be repeated after the segment has been secured. Cranes make it hard to utilize full-sized beams or pillars when building a bridge because they are difficult to lift and move. As a result, the shafts and other components must be delivered in short pieces of no more than a few meters. During the construction phase, these components are then joined together. On the other hand, the Iron Monster has rendered these extra steps obsolete by allowing the use of beams and pillars that were expressly constructed to be full-length. Expansion joints are used to connect these prefabricated sections together. With its 64 wheels split into 16 sections, the iron monster lays one portion of the bridge before returning to grab another block. It then moves forward to place the next bridge portion, rolling over the freshly laid segment. The equipment, which can go at a top speed of 5 km/h, even when fully laden, guarantees that the entire bridge building operation is rapid and efficient. Traditional construction methods, which required considerable cranes to build structures on the ground, took a long time and were more expensive than this method. The iron monster was created to build long bridges with multiple spans. A span is a distance between two intermediate structural supports, such as the beams of a bridge. This machine's main job is to transfer, install, and secure the bridge's final segments to the pre-installed beams or supports. It can construct bridges in both urban and rural settings. It was used to build a forest bridge connecting the cities of Guizhou and Chengdu. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. Lifespan and projects. During its anticipated lifespan, the iron monster can lay 700 to 1,000 bridge spans. Such devices, also known as launching gantries, can typically be operated for 4 years before being replaced. Compared to typical crane-based building methods, this machine requires far fewer personnel to create a bridge. Due to its immense size, the iron monster requires a dedicated workforce to monitor, clean, and maintain its numerous pieces. People hired to run and maintain. It has a lot of training in harnesses and heights to keep them safe. The iron monster has the unexpected virtue of being much heavier than any of the railway traffic, likely to pass over the lines it is laying, weighing in at 580 tons. As a result, the bridges it is constructing are much larger and more robust than they need to sustain the train networks for which they are designed. This adds an extra degree of safety by assuring that the bridges connecting China to the rest of the globe can hold more weight than is required. The iron monster has already completed many high-speed rail projects around China. It is on track to help the government meet its ambitious target of 30,000 kilometers of high-speed rail service in several years. With the help of this massive machine, a new railway link between Inner Mongolia's distant regions and the rest of the country was recently established. It's currently being used to build high-rise and large-scale train viaducts. The most famous of these viaducts is the one that connects Shantou and Chongqing in Sichuan Province, southwest China. The iron monster was also used to build the BEIJING River Railway Bridge, which connects the Chinese provinces of Sichuan and Guizhou. It is the world's longest road rail steel arch bridge, featuring a double-layer structure that includes a high-speed rail on top and a roadway on the bottom. An arch bridge has abutments at each end, designed like a curving arch. It operates by distributing some of the bridge's weight and loads to the abutments on either side. The 1,875-meter BEIJING Bridge was built by the China Railway Major Bridge Engineering Group. It has a main span of 336 meters. This bridge and its related train line helped reduce travel time between Guiyang, Guizhou's capital, and Chengdu, Sichuan's capital, from 12 to 3 hours. Some other mega machinery used by the Chinese. Aside from the SLJ 932, the Chinese have produced several other cutting-edge construction technologies to aid in the Belt and Road Initiative's completion. The TBM slurry and the track laying machine are two of the most outstanding. TBM slurry. The China Railway Engineering Equipment Group Company designed the tunnel boring machine TBM slurry with the support of independent German engineers to make the operation of drilling subterranean tunnels faster and more efficient. It measures 100 meters in length, 15.3 meters in diameter, and weighs 4,000 tons. The TBM slurry was used to dig 5 kilometers underground through a seismic zone in Shantou, Hong Kong, to permit the construction of a 6-lane highway. Shantou's transportation system was modernized due to the tunnel, in time for it to become one of the 15 critical ports along the maritime Silk Road. Track laying machine. The track laying machine, designed by China Road and Bridge Corp, specializes in laying railway tracks over a daily distance of more than 700 meters. It transports and installs prefabricated track lengths along a railway line. It then rolls along the freshly laid way to install the next section. This machine has a 2 centimeters margin of error and installs one section of railway track in about 4 minutes. Each track section is about 25 meters long. On the other hand, creating the prefabricated track sections and ensuring a low margin of error takes time and requires a significant amount of manpower. China's construction technology is efficient, innovative, and cost-effective despite its flaws. It may soon change the face of infrastructure development around the world. What are your thoughts on this mega bridge technologies? Please let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell before leaving. Thanks for watching.